So, last time, you all got a big, long lore dump.
Yeah. Yes.
Found out things about yourselves. Had a conversation with Hunter.
Conversation is a little...
No,
we had a conversation.
There was a back and forth. It was more yelling, though.
No?
From you, yeah.
A conversation can include
I
yelling.
think we got most of our yelling done beforehand, talking about going to talk to them.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
The hype up before... Regardless.
There was a whole plan.
It
did
get tense.
Yeah.
That is true.
I really like it. We can't
tense.
tell Hunter all these things because we don't know if we could trust Hunter. And then me as Nate going, I totally agree. And then me being in the mindset of Nade and just being angry and just like embodying the character, I went, I just can't fucking not yell at him for this.
Okay, so last time, we found out that you needed 3 keys to get access to the engine room. Found out who supposedly had these keys, and you were able to find one of those keys. The keys being held by Francis Wilson, Dixon Bajesi, and Isabel Chapman. Okay, yeah.
That was Quinn.
What?
That was Quinn.
Oh, no. Making sure I can be heard. What was I saying? No, yeah.
We checked Chapman's room.
You guys checked Chapman's room.
Oh,
You
yeah.
found the key.
We didn't find her key.
You found
We went to
Dude,
the other guy's
owners.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Francis Wilson. I
Our
don't
new
know
room.
why his name doesn't have Sir in it. I just like saying Sir Francis.
Sir.
I mean, he's the kind of guy that would call himself a sir anyway. Come on.
Snooped through his stuff, claimed his room.
Well, 2 of us did.
Fish and Nade got in the room.
yes.
We got like the second room that's like down the hall, like
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I mean, maybe call dibs faster, nerd.
Out of curiosity, just a quick question: how many rooms are inside this guy's giant room? Like bedrooms, kind of deal.
It's like, it's a luxury type of suite, and it's basically a small house, more or less.
Okay.
So are there rooms that they could both be staying in that same apartment, or is it more?
There are rooms that serve
Bunking in the
purposes-
bathroom.
There are rooms that
But there's
could
not
serve-
multiple- Yeah, animal here,
so there's
actually,
not multiple bedrooms.
Sorry, multiple bedrooms.
Because
That's
he was
kind
the
of
only one that
self-racist.
stays.
Okay, that's what I was.
But you got a bit of an insight into the history of the ship, the guy who made it. You then got set up to head out to the only other clue that you have towards where the second key in your journey would be, which is that Isabel Chapman seems to have some sort of house/lab of some sort inside the garden, which is a large forest that is growing inside the middle of the ship. And you guys experienced some issues after going down the elevator to reach the middle portion of the ship. The engine made another movement, causing untold damage to the ship, and also the Blue Moon song played over the radio.
Yeah.
Which, hey, 2 of you guys were able to, withstand it for at least a turn.
I think 3 of us did. 'Cause I think
Nate set up a mine.
Nade withstood it for like 3 turns, setting up a proximity mine.
You did 2 turns. You got out.
Switched it to
Yeah. Got out, planted it, and made your way back and
hold this phone.
No.
I refuse.
And now you are waking up from your time spent asleep. For anyone's information, because I know, Jesse, I know you've been keeping track of it, this is very much not in time with any sort of pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna play with the dog?
I'm trying to get him to go away by making noises. Sorry.
So, when you guys wake up, for one, wait, hold on. Sheets. You guys all leveled up, right?
Yes.
I believe on my sheet that's not up to date.
Okay.
Because I think I leveled up literally right after I marked everything.
Yeah, you missed a level or something.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I actually get this right. Yeah, you guys do just wake up normally.
Okay. No weird.
No weird dreams.
You wake up dead.
Yeah. No weird dreams.
I mean, maybe might as well on this shit.
Nothing seems to have been happening.
Who wakes up first?
You all wake up at the same time.
Okay.
No, but this is the first time. No, not the first time. This is, I think, the second time all of you have experienced the fact that all of you wake up at pretty much the exact same time. Judging by the state of things, doesn't really seem like too much time has passed. One of the, two of the smaller robots are just kind of hanging out near the area. They're not going near the mine that was placed.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to just be kind of like keeping an eye on you guys and keeping an eye in case things are coming. They're just kind of hanging out.
Alright.
You
So,
guys are up.
mine's still there. Everyone's still here. I just do a quick once over of all my gear. And I assume that's all still there.
Yeah. If you guys spend the time to go through all of your stuff, nothing seems to have moved. Again, like it doesn't seem like too much time has passed. Maybe like a day or so. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the most part, when you guys were when this happened to you the first time and you were passed out for several days, there's a lot more of a worry about keeping you guys safe. This seems to be a little bit more like he may have sent down some people just to keep an eye on you and then let you sleep.
I fucking hate this ship.
It is most inconvenient.
Careful, there's a mine there in front of the door.
I did that.
Why does that not surprise me?
Again, yeah, not surprising.
It
But
kept
thank
us
you.
safe.
But thank you.
Yeah.
I am not complaining. I am merely observing that it is not surprising.
Like, oh, it's not surprising I was a terrorist.
Yes, much like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck you. This is why me and Fish are in fancy room now.
Because you're both terrorists together?
We're all terrorists in some way, shape, or form.
I get in contact with Hunter. And
Well, you don't
basically
know
I
that about me.
want to
Hold
figure
on.
out how long we're out for. If he can give us a.
Okay, so when you try to get in contact with Hunter, when you activate your radio, you just get a blare of static that slowly turns back into the song that's currently playing over the radio of the entire ship.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Wait, is the ship still playing that song?
No, it's not playing Blue Moon, it's just playing the normal types of music that's been playing this entire time you've been there.
We should go back.
We still need to go into Isabel Chapman's area to find her key.
Look, I'm all for that, but we need to go back and check on Hunter.
Can't we just call him?
Do we
real
have
quick?
time?
We can't. I just tried. I
Yeah,
got massive static feedback on it.
I don't
That's
know if
random
we
music.
have time, but quickly going to check on Hunter to see if anything fucked with him, I don't think will be the
But it was like a long ride to get here from there,
Yeah,
I believe.
it did take a decent amount of time. Partway through your conversation, you can feel not the same kind of shift that happened when you got the message that the engine had moved, but something is definitely happening to the ship itself. It's like a consistent noise. It's similar to, not exactly like raindrops on like a metal roof or something like that. It's a little bit more consistently like it's more white noisy than that.
Like a hum, kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot. If you're hearing it, there's either a lot of it, or it's just happening really fast or something. But you can faintly hear a type of noise happening.
I think if something has happened to Hunter, there's not really anything we can do about that. And it seems to me that straightening things out is rather pressing right now.
We'll get back there eventually. We should get the key while we're here, and then head back.
I think
we definitely need to get the key, and we know that the engineer and Chapman were not on best terms, so maybe we can find more information about him in Chapman's area. She might have something that might give us an idea where he might be, or where he can find his key.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got the impression when you looked through her office that he had stolen some of her stuff and then had disappeared.
yeah.
we know that the ship is a ticking time bomb, so I just suggest we waste no more time.
I suppose I do not want to go in here without information, but it seems like that's what we need to do.
Can I can't understand the robots, but they can understand us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab one of them and say, I'm gonna tell one of them to, if they can go report to Hunter, to give him, we're fine, we're going to Isabel Chapman's house. Like, I'm giving a short synopsis.
Yeah, just
Tell
kind of
him-
summing up.
Tell him to yell at us over the speakers.
If he can.
Actually, that's one thing that he's consistently can't do is speak to you over the loudspeakers through the entire.
That is specifically why he gave us radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if he can attempt to, I'm gonna tell him, go ahead and try to do something.
Wait, no, wasn't the reason that he gave us the radio so we could speak to him? He could speak to us.
He could
He'd speak to us in that one
Yeah.
area, but as soon as we're out of it,
Oh, okay.
There's the major speakers, which are kind of the entire time you've been here, they've been playing more or less a combination of classical songs and like oldies and stuff like that. Very mall-like music.
I gotcha.
And when you were up in the higher class section of the ship or whatever, when he communicated with you guys, he communicated with smaller speakers that were actually there. They seemed to be a little bit more like, oh, this is your captain speaking, talking to, the important people.
Alright.
But
Let's go.
The robot. I'm sorry for interrupting you. The robot gives you a nod and a salute and starts to climb up a small little ladder that's there, and he's just working his way up.
So that's how they got down here.
The little cord goes onto the wall or whatever. And he's slowly working his way up.
I will say that
Alright.
one thing about the Eternity, they do allow the little robot help to get around easily. Most
I
people
wouldn't
accommodate
call
for
that easy, but...
Yeah.
I mean, at least
Anyways,
you can go places.
let's go kick the shit
Well,
out
you
of
guys are
that
currently on the
gear.
elevator, so you can't exactly take that.
Oh, true. Hey,
Oh, let's
Fish,
go.
do the
Yeah.
honors of driving us, please.
does the door open?
Yeah. The door is open.
Okay.
The
Oh, wait.
door was already open.
You should
Yeah,
probably
you're probably should take your
deactivate
mind.
You want to get your mind back?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So-
I use, I use a little clicker to turn it off.
No.
It's like a car
It's not that sophisticated. You guys Fish turns the vehicle on, and you start to pull forward, and you're like, oh, wait, and then you get out and have to run over there, and you slowly inch close to it, and then take like a
I have,
long,
like-
small
I-
screwdriver thing, and you just kind of like underneath a small panel.
I like bring out a actual like just a bunch of coat hangers taped
Yeah.
together with a hook on the end, and I tap a button on it, and it goes pew, and then I drag it back.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been funny if you had like those metal
Then-
hangers, and just get tased by your mind. Zzz.
That's only if under stressful circumstances, maybe something like that would
Yeah,
happen.
it would be funny though.
But all right, yeah, you get back onto the vehicle
You
and you
think-
start going.
You think I'm a fool? The handle is covered in electrical tape.
I start driving out.
You
Nice.
start driving. Okay, how are you driving?
Pretty slow.
Okay, all right. You don't get too far before lights and everything shut down as a large lurch happens to the ship.
Oh.
Less so of a whoosh, less so of a back and forth because it's in space. So
More like a, that
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
in an elevator when you're
Yeah.
right before you, it's like this weird.
that little like weird kind of like lurch that happens to everything. So like you guys aren't thrown off the stuff, but all of the lights are off and then backup ones come on. Things are still relatively well lit, but obviously something bad is happening.
Okay, that doesn't seem good.
Hey, Fish, you know how to build a ship? Maybe.
I don't think so.
You feel like if you had a lot of time, you could probably do it. Potentially.
It's the right material.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As of now, you're relatively familiar. You know that you're relatively familiar with like
I have
old
0 in engineering.
in engineering, but you know what what the basics of like, okay, what does a spaceship require to be
That's true.
considered a spaceship?
Wait a
That's
minute.
true, yes.
I have 6 in engineering.
Yeah. In
I
fact,
have 10.
all three of
I have
you
10.
over there are all builders.
If you can build something, I can fly it.
This is where you have like 3 engineers argue with how the ship is made.
Yeah.
I just imagine it ends up with the ship breaking in half and then still like, we're still flying half the ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Alright. I hate to say this. I'm gonna tell everyone like, okay, I'm beginning to agree with Techno's fact that the ship is getting worse and we need to get going.
Well,
'Cause-
we all knew the ship was getting worse.
Mhm.
Yes, but this is
Yeah, but I was saying like, okay, it's kind of, I feel like it's getting really bad now.
Okay, so I
Conveying
flip the
the
headlights on,
Okay.
and,
Yeah.
and I keep going.
Yeah, just keep going while we're talking.
Okay.
hopefully it'll be something that we can easily fix or at least shut down.
Okay. After a while, you're still going at a relatively slow pace.
Relatively, I want to go like as fast as I can safely go.
Okay. All right. At a certain point, you're noticing that like you guys noticed this earlier, the first time you were over in the area, but there was an obvious point where the forest was supposed to stop, and it has since then grown way beyond, way past that. So there's a portion of area that you need to drive through that does have like vegetation and stuff growing on it. If you were going faster, I'd have you make a piloting check or anything like that. But it is obviously the terrain is getting much harder for
This thing,
this
to handle.
vehicle to handle. You can still get to at least where the bazaar type area was.
Yeah.
But if you need to, for some reason, gun it through here, you're gonna have to pull off some sick driving stuff.
Some
I feel
speed racer shit.
task.
Yeah. All right. So after a little while of following the map, you guys get to what you can approximate to be the edge of more or less where the forest / bazaar area is. Everything is obviously getting much more dense. There's trees. It's one of those things where when you look into it, you can see pretty far into it, but it
But we're gonna have to
goes
walk the
on.
rest of the way.
It goes on for a while, and you're gonna have to walk it.
All right.
This vehicle, you could, if you wanted to, you could try and get in with this vehicle. It doesn't look undrivable.
But it's gonna be-
If you had if you had a different vehicle, it'd probably be easier to do, but it's not impossible. So
I don't want to
drive.
I don't want to try. Let's just get off and.
Okay, hoof it.
So, I shut down the car
Okay.
and say, everyone, make sure you got what you need.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
let's
Big
go.
fucking ice launcher.
All right.
Techno travels light.
Everybody's gonna be going at 20 feet unless they want to leave me behind.
Okay. So, are you guys
I'll
getting
assist
ready
you
to venture
You
in
wanna carry
here?
me?
Mhm.
No.
All right. Who's leading the charge?
Not
I will.
techno.
I was going to volunteer lead since I'm faster.
That's true. I would say Fish would be a better option because she's nimble. She also has a good stealth, so she can see, what's ahead.
But what if a wolf tries to eat her?
I think she's proven that she can handle
There's so
probably a
many
wolf.
other things you could have chosen that would have been more likely.
I have 2 swords, a gun, and my Solarian crystal. A Solarian crystal. So,
I don't want it to
I'm
bite
well
you though.
armed.
If it bites me, it'll just bite armor.
Well, I'm wearing body armor too. Just
But,
not
like,
the
it's
same
not-
level.
Mine's better.
Debatably. But anyway.
Well, what if
It's not
Not
debatable.
debatably.
What if you go first and I stay in the back and the wolves do what wolves do and they come around behind us and bite me?
I have a gun.
Defeated with logic.
I just start walking ahead of them.
Fuck. I try to go faster, but I fucking can't because
I'm going to move slowly and stealthily enough that I'm keeping pace so that Nade can keep up.
Okay.
Do
you actually want to stealth?
Yes.
Okay. Give me stealth checks, or if you just want to do the stealth check.
I think I can actually keep up with normal walking speeds. Just running, I cannot do.
That'll be 26
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, stealth
as I
2.
meld into the shadows.
My stealth is
-10.
actually pretty good.
Oh.
15.
Techno got 14.
I'm stealthier than Techno.
For once.
That's 24.
I have a plus 11. I just rolled
Okay.
really
All
bad.
right.
Plus
alright.
3.
It's a force. How many?
I rolled
I
3
blended.
and got plus 11. You got you got 3. Yeah.
You all feel relatively stealthy, as stealthy as you can be in this kind of environment.
I mean, it's a forest. I feel like I'd be real stealthy.
Yeah, with your
I just
giant
gotta put
armor
camo
and
on.
ice launcher.
I think
Yeah.
he's more mean because he's a half orc.
Oh yeah, that's right. My
That's
skin's
super
camouflage.
racist.
But it's true. I don't need camouflage.
Hey, it's not racist to say that it's harder to see a black person at night than it
Oh
is to
my
see a
God.
white person.
Cut out.
Put out the explicit.
Well,
My skin reflects more light.
okay.
On that note,
Yeah. You guys feel like you're pretty stealthy. For the most part. Obviously, if you were all wearing ghillie suits, you'd probably be a whole lot stealthier. But, for what you're wearing and what you've got equipped, you're pretty dang stealthy.
And
Yeah.
that sneak point.
I've shined this armor. I've absolutely shined this armor.
Like, oh yes,
Alright.
make it more shiny.
With the
Fish.
alcohol you have.
Fish,
Yes.
you are leading the charge at the moment, correct? Give me a survival check.
Survival? Okay.
Yes. You guys are pretty deep into the forest now. If you were to look back, you can't exactly see the edge too clearly.
Well, it's a good thing I have a
That's
plus
12.
1.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, probably should leave breadcrumbs or something to get back to this place.
Okay. So.
We'll get it in post.
We'll get you in post.
Oh.
Posted.
Opposed.
All
no
right.
post on Sundays.
Ooh.
As you guys
Unless you're
are
Amazon.
traveling, You're about 12% sure you're heading in the right direction.
Nice.
Can I make survival checks to help fish?
If you want to, I guess. Yeah, you could make
Yeah.
a survival check to try and.
I want to try to help fish.
Okay.
Orcs are naturally good at survival.
Famous last words.
22.
Oh,
22.
okay.
Just eating
Okay.
by trying to be fly trap.
So, as you guys are moving through, there are small, non-consequential animals that seem to see your presence and dart off. Although, Fish, you don't quite notice this, but Nade, you do. You get the sense that there's some sort of large animal nearby that isn't moving, isn't like running away, and you're pretty certain that if an animal's doing that, it's probably either protective of its territory or just not nice to be around. After a couple seconds of noticing this, out of a bush comes charging towards Fish a type of boar-like creature.
I
It seems to be
I immediately want to shoot this thing.
okay. It has general pig shape, 2 tusks. Has a series of spines that are coming out of the back near its spinal area, like bone-like spines that are coming out. It has a very long tail. So you do notice it first. So I'm going to give you one action, and then we're all going to roll initiative.
Shoot it.
It seems like there's only one. So okay, you wanna go ahead and shoot at it?
Yep.
All right, take a shot.
That is 19.
19, that hits.
What the fuck does a D12 look like? There it is. I'm used to rolling not this much damage.
You're not wrong.
6.
6. Okay. All right, you're shooting with the ice gun,
Yeah.
right? Okay. This thing's running at Fish from the side. You are in the back of the line. You instinctively just take a shot at this thing.
I mean, I've probably had this thing out ready to shoot.
I mean, there's not really any like way to carry this thing without having it ready to fire.
Yeah.
So when this thing jumps out of the bushes, you take a shot at it, and a large icicle pierces right into the side of it, kind of up near its shoulder, carrying it off balance and out of its charge.
Hey, fuck you!
But it's not down. Roll initiative.
13.
Ooh, that's not good.
14.
13, 14.
17.
25.
Oh. Alright then.
I took a feat that improves my initiative. I now have +7.
I see.
Was it improved initiative?
It might have been.
Also,
Who
what's
takes
your
improved
27?
initiative?
25.
25. And then Tom, what did you get again?
17.
17, okay. And then this thing got... Does not say.
And this is the book reading segment of the
Mhm.
podcast.
So I'm trying to see what the... oh, there it is. Okay. I hate the way they do that. Yeah, that one is going super last. Well, person who goes first just left.
I'm back. Not really. I need potatoes still, but
All
my
right,
turn.
it's your turn again.
I shoot it again.
Okay.
This ammo goes real fast, guys.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It's almost like you're shooting it.
No, it uses 4 charges per shot.
Well, then maybe consider something else.
My only other gun is the scatter gun, but like, I need to charge that like an iPhone, and I don't know where to charge it. 16?
That hits.
Oh, hell yeah. 15 damage.
That's
Nice.
a lot of damage.
All right. Glad you guys rolled initiative because it's dead.
Oh. Alright then.
As it squares up, you take a secondary shot, which just goes right through the eye and into the brain, killing this thing.
I'm standing there with all 4 swords
Yeah,
drawn,
you
all
were ready.
prepped for action, and it's just dead, and I just...
Huh.
Got it.
Shh.
Hey,
Only
I'll
one
go
of these things. Just putting that out there. There's only one. It's the end of combat. But there's obviously predators out here.
How far are we away from the car?
You guys are just at the point where it's starting to get hard to see behind you where you came in.
On our way back, we have a meal.
I just look at Nate for a second, and look at everyone else, and just like,
You would think of food at a time like this.
we can keep going.
I've been eating processed jelly food for the past however long this campaign has run.
It's been like a week or so.
And
More than a
also,
week.
the jelly food is actually quite exclusive food that you guys have made.
I keep going.
Alright.
I follow along.
I don't actually know if I've had meat before this. All I know is I want it.
You were actually a vegetarian before this.
Oh no!
Forks are incapable of, not just a vegetarian, you were literally an herbivore. Can't eat meat.
Alright, Fish, do you want to make another survival check or do you want to hand it off to somebody else?
Someone else want to make a survival check?
I'll do it.
I'll help.
I still
Are you getting an assisted
Yeah, I'll help.
or are you rolling separate?
What do you think would be better?
Well, if you give an assist, if you're taking the help action, you're giving Jesse 2 rolls. If you're just rolling for yourself, it'd be similar to what happened there, where like you would notice something as well.
Alright, I got 17.
Okay.
Well, it's a good
7.
thing you rolled.
7.
It's literally
Okay.
just Nade at the back being like, if these people fuck up, I'll just like push them back on course.
I'm
okay.
also-
17. I think that's the same. All right. Not too far. Very similar to what happened before. You can see there's more of whatever this boar-like creature is. There's another one nearby. From what you've gathered from your previous encounter, these things are probably highly territorial, and this one has already sniffed you guys out, and he's looking for you.
Can I like try to go around this thing?
You could try to like go around, but it would take a long time and most likely put you off course.
No, let's just kill it. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
just
you
wanna-
obliterated the other
You just want
one.
to kill it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. A roll initiative.
Oh boy, I wonder if I'll actually get to fight this time.
Holy shit. 26.
19.
20.
4!
One of these is not like the others.
Shut up!
19.
It's not my fault I rolled a 1.
20.
I was 19.
Gotcha.
No matter
Okay.
what character I play,
Awesome.
I'm cursed.
Again, you're going first here.
I suppose I'll use my scatter gun, because whatever.
Do you have no melee stuff anymore?
Oh, wait, I do.
You do. You got your giant laser axe.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a giant laser axe on this boar.
All right. You are the one that charges out of the bushes.
Yeah, I charge out of the bush of that. It's my time!
One tusk for another.
21.
21, that hits.
Oh, I thought that was a 1. I was really sad. That's a 7.
7.
So, no, wait. 9.
9? All right.
Yeah.
No, wait, it is a 1.
Okay, you come slashing down at this thing, and you cut across the side of it. It's blood starting to pour out of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it jumps back and goes last. Next
it doesn't beat a
is
4?
Fish. It does beat 4, but I was making a joke. I was being funny, okay?
I will draw my pistol and take a shot at it.
Okay.
Pew pew.
$25 to hit.
Damn.
That hits.
4 damage.
Okay. Alright, next is Chris.
And I will
Oh, you've got more?
take 1 shift on my attunement to Black Hole.
Okay. Chris, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Magic Missile.
Alright.
That is a 1 + 1, 2.
2 is, I forget, is magic missile just hits automatically,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So damage is 2.
Doesn't he get like an extra missile like when you reach a certain level though?
Yeah.
Yes, but you
I
guys
think
are
I'm
level
pretty
3.
sure it's only 1 right now, so.
You guys are level 3, so.
Yeah, 5th edition made it so like a basic magic missile should be 3 of them.
Okay.
And you add more on, but
Okay.
other editions it's just
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Is there any way that you could raise, either move your mic up or
Oh yeah, sorry.
be a little louder?
That's actually my problem here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been talking away from my mic. Is the problem?
The other thing is there any chance that we could all get everyone flat, just get a little bit louder?
Oh yeah.
Not so much as in you guys talking, but like increasing our gain just a little bit. The other thing is pretty small.
Sure you don't want me to scream?
Please
Yes. that
Ah.
that should be good.
Fuck. Fuck
Yeah.
you, boar.
That's a little bit more normal. Okay.
Okay. Sad.
So your magic missile goes out and hits this thing. It's still kicking. He's tough. All right. He is going to charge at Nade.
As you do with a big predator.
I'm the predator.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh. Not too bright.
10.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
10 against your KAC there.
That's KAC? No,
Yeah, no,
just a little bit.
All
miss.
right.
Just a little bit. No, my KAC is like 100,000. Don't at me.
All right.
Oh.
Jesse, it's your turn.
Awesome. Alright, so it charged.
Charged.
Nade.
Nade is in melee combat with this thing. Everyone else is still in your party line
Okay.
taking shots.
Nate is having a fun time of it.
Yeah.
I was behind Fish, so I'm probably not close enough to take a stab at it. So I'm gonna pull out my semi-auto pistol and shoot it.
Okay.
I kind of want to.
Pop, pop, pop.
I actually want to take out 2 and like a kill set, but no.
I don't think you have. I don't know if that's a thing. It probably, I assume it is, but whatever.
I'm
It
not
would
gonna-
take you too long to draw
Yeah.
the weapons as actions.
Yeah.
Regardless,
I'm pointing
shoot
at
it.
one. Yeah.
kabang.
This would be considered a ranged attack with gun, I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
So that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit. Roll some damage.
All these amazing rolls for a boar.
Yep.
2.
2. Is that total damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Twins.
Because I tried looking up the stats for the semi-round pistol, but it didn't give me like, oh, it's no random pluses to it. So
Okay, it's not looking too good, but it's back. Nate, it's your turn.
Can I do full attack? That's like minus
Yeah.
Oh, I
one.
forgot
yes.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
I could have done
You just
that.
can't, like, move. You can 5
Yeah.
foot step, though. I know this because I'm running my own Starfinder game. That's a -2.
Alright?
Wait, technically it'd be plus modifier, but still.
It nimbly dodges your first attack as all of your teammates start shooting at the two of you.
Wow, fuck me. 6.
Nope. Doesn't. This thing.
Almost.
He's wily.
He's
on his last legs, and he's not going down without a fight.
He got stabbed and was like, ooh, glow stick, ooh, bad.
Okay, Fish, your turn.
I will charge it,
Okay.
drawing all 4 swords,
Like
Okay.
Legend of Zelda.
and I will attempt to attack it with a sword.
Okay.
That's 20 total.
That hits.
6 damage.
You kill it.
Nice.
All 4 swords stab into this thing. You pincushion it, and the last of its willpower leaves its body as it just slumps down dead.
Hey, I got it.
Oh.
I look around for are there any more. Make an active
make-
perception.
Yeah. And by perception, I do mean investigation or whatever it's called.
That's a natural 20.
No, it is perception.
It is perception. I get them. 5th edition has a much better.
yes.
Mine
That's a natural
13.
20 for a 25 total.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a really high roll too. 18 plus 6. So 24.
I got a whole 13.
Ooh,
Nice.
man, you got us beat.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll. I just want to ask a question. Would it be okay if I get a
Use-
smell of the creature? Because
Yeah.
I have blind sense
That's-
for my smell.
No, I know why you're doing it.
That's
You can totally do it.
This is literally like one of the only situations you could use that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like.
This is an ideal situation
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're using.
You're
it
in your
this
natural
situation.
element.
I mean, I am.
Wild.
Yeah,
It
you
is
guys are
pretty
also in a
wild.
forest. You can do whatever you want.
There are no laws in the
Hey,
forest.
Another
There are
dirty
no-
20.
Purge forest!
Forest purge.
The forest is on purge rule 24/7.
Oh
I want that on
dirty
Out
toast.
here, we just call it the law of the jungle.
Yeah.
Humans making a special
that's
day
true.
for just everyday
I'm
life.
sorry. What
In the forest,
dirty
every
What is a city
Alright.
but a mechanical jungle?
in the forest, every day it's purge day.
Okay. You got the natural 20. You got a dirty 20.
Mhm.
You got nothing.
Oh.
24.
You got
24.
24. Okay. All right. So those of you who are just naturally looking around, you can easily spot signs that these things are kind of all over this area. Unless you take your time and be careful, you're most likely going to run into more of these things. So far, you've only seen them singular, one at a time. But the two that you have seen are relatively close together. Especially for how territorial they seem. So you imagine there might be some sort of pack thing involved with them. You you get an idea of what these things smell like. Similar to everyone else, these things are all over the area. But because of your ability, I'm going to give you, if you want to take the lead for making survival checks and getting you guys through this area, you can roll twice to take the better of the two.
Okay.
Just as kind of like you figure out what's the least likely way to go that you're going to get spotted,
Yeah, I
judging
got
by
you.
where these things are. But yeah, you're all set.
Well, this is very inconvenient. We don't have time for this.
I agree. I'll take point. Fish can be on my on watching my back.
Okay.
Very well.
All right.
If I take it, can I take a help action?
For what? For
Helping him go through?
well, the help action wouldn't really give him. He's already kind of got the help action, so
Give him double
Doesn't
advantage.
Doesn't it like normally give like a +2?
Just shoves my nose. It's
yeah, but we've been using
it
help action
puts me in the air.
for this.
Do you smell it?
What does your
So-
rat nose smell?
I'll say no help action, but you can still roll. Because doing the 2 rolls has done thing. It does mean something. You aren't just rolling a redundant check here.
That rolls 14.
All right, so I'm rolling. Glad I can roll with advantage. Hey, that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So you start moving through. You start moving.
Oh god, it smells like shit.
Oh wait, let's just stay there. Bye.
Oh damn.
I am clean as fuck.
Maybe it's all the alcohol. But...
Well, actually, yeah. No, you guys have had perfectly, working facilities. So.
Yeah. Fuck you. Rat man. Bubonic plague.
Oh
boy.
damn, we're getting pretty racist in here.
Jeez.
I'm sorry that my kind brings so much destruction.
Ace, you instinctively, as you're moving, you kind of like every now and again get down on all fours. You start like moving through different areas. You're not like completely taken over. You're not a dog.
Oh,
You're
I'm
not
feral now.
Yeah, you're not completely taken over by your senses or anything.
I want
like
to keep
that.
pace with Ace.
Okay,
Stay pretty close.
you can definitely keep pace. Do you guys want to try and stealth, or do you want to just try and avoid these things? If you try and avoid them, it's probably going to take a little bit longer.
I
'cause
wanted
you're
to
gonna
try
have
stealth.
So did
We can
I.
do stealth.
Okay,
Okay.
so everybody roll a collective stealth check.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's
That's a 27.
21.
21,
25 total.
25, all right.
Nice.
Nate, it's all down to you.
As usual.
What is the armor check penalty?
The what?
Armor check penalty on my heavy.
Oh, I'll have to look it up.
God, why you gotta wear heavy armor?
This was in, the heavy armor's in the basic book, right?
Yeah. It is, I believe thin plate. Yeah. For some reason I didn't put the,
Light armor.
no wait, it's -3. So we got 15.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. It could definitely be worse.
Or like 20 and over rolls probably make up for that.
As we're moving, can I have a quiet conversation with Ace?
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Nate were talking about some of the stuff we've been remembering and what pieces stuff together, and I just bring up that, I don't think your name is Ace. Because the note that Nate got was from an Ace and said that police officer's onto us. We might have to kill him. I think you might be the police officer they were talking about.
I think I have to agree with that assessment of yours because when I don't know, just something about it when that note was revealed, I don't think that was my name. I have to kind of agree.
Yeah, but you've got Ace on you, tattooed on you. I wonder why.
I get the feeling, and I'm gonna be very low about this.
Techno's over here and just like,
yeah.
You better be rolling that check.
Twitchy? Who's Twitchy? I'm not Twitchy.
I think he's the one I'm hunting that's
Just
responsible
sweating.
for my wife's murder.
Do you think you tattooed yourself?
My
so that you wouldn't
cybernetic
forget?
part's like short-circuiting.
If that's the case, then I must have known that this was going to happen in some shape or form.
Maybe.
But for now, let's focus on not getting blown up.
Should I keep calling you Ace, though?
As for right now, there's not really anything I feel like I'm being drawn to.
All right.
I mean, if you want to call me Rat, you can call me Rat. The half orc calls me the worst. So
The only other name that you can think of that has any connection to you would be
Willis.
Yeah.
Between you and me, you can call me either Ace or Willis.
All right.
Willis is a man that I seem to have a connection to. I don't know why.
Willis W, like Wonka.
I'm
But
going to
when I first remembered
end
him-
your character.
When I first remembered about him, I was sad, and I don't know why that is.
She doesn't need help with that, to
So-
be honest with you.
But he may have been a close friend of mine that, I don't know.
Maybe. I guess we could stick with Ace for now. It just might get confusing if we find out there's someone else named Ace.
Yes, and
Yeah, like that.
What a
would
crazy
happen.
idea.
Also, I don't know how you feel about being called the name of the guy who apparently murdered your wife and stole your kid.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
it does make me kind of upset, but at the same time, those are memories I still haven't unlocked yet. All I know is that, I know someone killed my wife.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to my child. I don't even have any memories of me recovering my child. I don't even know. That's the thing.
You don't even remember your child or your wife. Just that you had them and now you don't.
Yes.
It's something to be upset about later.
But right now we have something more pressing, as in not getting blown up in the ship. But
Yeah, you're right.
I
You're
definitely appreciate you talking to me about this, and I would ask that we keep it between us for now.
Right. Alright, so I'll keep calling you Ace then.
Thank you.
Hey, Willis. Who the fuck is Willis?
Yeah.
Hey, Willis! Yeah,
Sorry.
just like my pipe.
Sorry, I was thinking about my favorite movie with George Willis in it.
I'm just gonna call you Sears from now on.
He kind of looks like him, and the camera pans over to the rat.
I say I do not resemble that remark.
Okay, so, Nade, you being the least stealthy for a while,
Clink, 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 clink.
everybody roll perception real quick.
Hey. 18 plus 6. 24.
12.
17.
15.
It's 12 from me.
Okay, all of you but Fish pick up on some rustling in the bushes nearby. There's something a rustling.
There's some rustling.
And nearby, I mean like right nearby.
I put my launcher at it, ready to shoot if there's an enemy.
Okay.
I pull out my dueling sword that I have.
Okay, you just pull out your weapons. Okay.
I'm not even. I'm looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Everybody gets like weapons and poses,
Fish is just
and there's fish.
Hmm.
Guys, a 4-leaf clover.
That's actually
That's just like me.
It's just like
Exactly.
me!
Beat me to it.
This grass has 4 arms.
All right. As you all prepare for whatever this creature is that's about to jump out, a stupid llama thing pops its head up out of the bushes. It's got 4 eyes. It looks okay. It looks like a llama for the most part.
Is this alien Cusco?
Yes, looks like a llama for the most part, but it also kind of has like an emu shape to it, like very
Okay.
long, slender neck, big round body. These 4 short little legs,
The
and
Space
then 2
Emu War.
seemingly pointless, smaller hooves that just hang from its chest. That don't really seem to do anything. And it's just sitting there as all 4 of its eyes are just ever so slightly in different directions. And it's just chewing on some leaves as you guys are right there.
I say, state your business.
And it
No,
just
you should
sits there
say
and is-
hello there.
Hello there. Only if you're dropping from above.
I mean,
Stop right there, criminal scum!
After a minute or two, actually not a minute, after like a couple seconds, 2 more pop up, and they're just kind of like, they're just sitting there grazing on stuff.
It's the beginning of the Space Emu War.
Yeah. They're different sizes. They're vary in color a little bit.
Can I make a survival check?
For
I just want to see if I can get a feeling for if these are predators or just. I mean, they might have something.
okay, no,
hold on.
it is a
If they were predators,
Go ahead.
It is a valid...
that would be the best smokescreen ever.
yeah.
I mean, listen.
There's
And he did say
lasers
it's emu
coming
shaped.
out. Yeah, kind of emu shaped. Yeah.
I got 23 on my survival.
Oh, you're doing one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
All right.
What
They're
do
not predators.
Okay.
What do I?
You
What?
can these
I
things actually with how high those rolls are,
Yeah.
you would wager to guess these things are probably domesticated. With just how other non-predatory animals have moved away from you guys. These
Yeah.
things don't care.
I had a 4 on my survival.
Yeah, they're fine.
I still think they're possibly sentient.
Wow.
It opens its mouth, you see fangs.
It's fine. I reach
I'm
over.
gonna
push
clap and try to see if they run off. I'll be like,
Do you really
As
want
you-
to attract
As you
attention?
clap,
Okay,
it just stares at you, and then individually all 4 of its eyes slowly blink. Like they're off time.
Alright, we cannot waste any more time on this. Let's go.
I like them.
They seem domesticated. They seem like you could just touch them if you wanted to.
Can we keep one?
There is one that's kind of short.
Do they seem rideable?
No, they're not
Okay.
that large.
Okay.
They're just below the point where you'd be like, this is rideable.
I don't think me and my full body armor with a heavy launcher on me would be able to even ride a horse.
You know what you could be riding? Those robot horses that they were selling.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Because those were designed for this type of terrain.
Mhm.
An investment in the future, perhaps.
I could have spray painted my robot horse.
You could have.
I'm just going to continue on.
But you spent literally
Yeah.
all of your money on other things.
Yeah.
We should keep moving.
Okay.
Let's go.
Back in the lead, I am going
Alright,
for stealth and
survival.
also do the survival stuff.
So okay, we're gonna re-roll because you guys lost your stealth with clapping and everything.
Yeah, good job.
You'll thank me later. 20.
Well, that's a... What is that?
14.
10 or 11?
14.
That's a 21.
Okay.
I have a plus 10.
That's an
so-
18.
Okay. All right.
I'm more stealthy than you.
I'm sorry, you clapped?
And you
When she's trying to.
make another
Yeah.
survival
Survival.
check.
Oh, right. So,
You have advantage, so
Oh.
you roll twice.
I'll do survival as well. Never mind.
What did you roll?
1. But that became a 6.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, there's
So-
no take backsies, so
this is the second time that this has happened, but my
Yes.
first roll for a survival check last time was a 2.
okay.
This time it was also 2, but the second time it was a higher roll. Same here.
Okay.
21.
21. All right. Okay.
I already
So-
made that joke.
So,
Everyone's been making the joke.
you can't roll or get 21 without that joke
No, I know.
being said.
It's a requirement.
You're not wrong.
So you get a little ways away, and you notice that there seems to be some sort of farm here. The building looks cross between a thatch roof cottage and a hobbit hole. It's like one of those mostly roof kind of buildings.
Yeah.
And it's overgrown, so it's a little bit difficult to see. But you imagine that there's some sort of farm here. Probably something was grown here, and there's an obvious pin that has been broken down, and these llama emus have kind of just wandered around the whole area. There's a couple more of them too. So nothing crazy. There is a building there if you want to look through it.
Let's take a look.
Okay, you want to go through the building?
Yeah, let's take a look, but let's try to be...
This isn't the place we're looking for, though,
No.
is it?
No.
We can take
Wait,
a look
we're
and
gonna
maybe see if we
stop
can
at
get
this farm when the ship is ripping itself apart?
Just to see if there's anyone in there or anything of value right now that can help us.
I suppose.
Considering
Let's
that
go.
considering that this is a farm, probably somewhere in the forest, they probably may have weapons here. Maybe even a way to recharge your shotgun. Maybe
You
that
think
whole
there's
thing.
an Apple Genius bar in the farm?
I mean, weird things have happened on the ship.
Okay. How do you guys go to the farm? Do you just Well,
I was just gonna walk up to it.
all right, cool.
If there's people here, I want to know anyway. So
It's true.
Well,
I'll open the door
it's-
because if they shoot us, it'll be me.
Well, it's very apparent that there's no people here.
Yeah.
But there are small animals that scatter upon your entering. Much like most of the ship, anything perishable here has perished long ago. And the non-perishables are,
testing their
yeah.
imperishableness.
Yeah, this area is as rural as you can get on the ship. Of just there's actual elements to weather things here. So, but for the most part, it's pretty generic farming stuff. There seems to be a family of a father and 2 daughters that lived here. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because there's not really nothing very interesting. It seems pretty straightforward. These people just had a farm here and seems to really like these weird llama things.
Okay.
These marks are too accurate for stormtroopers.
There's no marks.
There are marks in my headcanon.
All right,
That's
that's what Ace
listen-
tells you.
what he said.
I was gonna say, Ace can do anything at this point,
Yeah.
it'd still be fine.
Ace makes him seize the mark.
You're not wrong. Alright, so there's so besides that, okay, then we probably should just move on then.
All right. If there's nothing to see, I guess we just go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Do you think, like, when we found the llama things, Ace was riding one, like, side saddle with a cowboy hat?
Rolls. Yeah, you guys did break stealth.
17.
Also 17.
I'm just as stealthy as the stealthiest.
Are you, though? Because I have a
25.
plus 10. I just rolled bad.
Stealth.
Oh, well, that
18.
luck's on my
Okay.
side.
All right. Give me a survival real quick.
I'm using up all my good rolls on stealth right now, though, and I'm worried.
As a jury 20.
Okay. After a while of traveling, luckily with Ace, with his smart nose, you're able to make it through the majority of the area without too much more of an incident. And you eventually hit some more interesting topography. I believe I'm using that term correctly. The landscape is varying a little bit more. You're hitting some hills, and there are some small plains and the like. The area seems relatively prime for grazing, and you can guess that you're probably pretty far in the middle of the or at least towards the middle of the garden.
Hey, guys.
And you guys have been in here for a long time now.
This ship is fucking gigantic.
And just think, we've only seen like a fraction of what this ship can actually, what we've seen so far.
Indeed.
I mean, it's not really hitting me. I mean, this is all we know. What's it gigantic in comparison to?
And we haven't even visited the slums.
I mean,
It's pretty gigantic to what you would consider a relative ship, because you guys aren't completely.
Yeah, but I grew up on the ship, apparently.
Yeah.
It's just the ship.
I mean, like, this is more than a city.
I think it's more like a planet at this point, but
Yeah. This thing's like a flying space station.
I want to say if I'm not going to.
We're a
That's
Star
not good.
Destroyer.
Thank you.
Well, all right.
It's been said.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The another difference.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't sound okay.
I'll get water.
Go for it. Take your time. All right.
I've managed to avoid choking.
Thankfully.
Good job.
Oh, all right. No more. Yeah. So another thing that's noticeable is the environment is also gaining more and more of a, I guess, what we would consider an eclectic aesthetic. Of the grass has become a bit more of a tealish color, seafoam green. There's more strange plants that none of you have any idea what they could possibly be. The area has shifted. You are relatively. You got it out?
Maybe.
Alright. You're relatively certain you're getting close to the specified location. You
The
do.
sneak point, one might say.
What?
The sneak point, one might say.
I don't get that, but alright.
The sneak point.
Oh.
Metal Gear.
No more Metal Gear references. I need to stop thinking about Metal Gear.
Understandable. Have a good day.
I can't promise that.
And this is where Techno and Nate just get eaten by a giant Venus flytrap.
They'd be replaced by Snake and Big Boss.
No, this is when Ocelot infects my body.
Yeah.
He's in my arm.
No, not. Wait, no. The other way around. Liquid is infecting Ocelot's
I don't know why
body.
I said that.
Oh, gosh. No, never mind. I could have
Moving
remembered Sweet
on.
Boy. What was I saying?
The location.
Yes, you guys are getting close. Not too much farther to go, but you are aware that it might be difficult to see just because of the type of area that you're in and the previous house, what that was, the state that was in. But go ahead and give me some rolls. You guys are going to keep your stealth, though, because you have not broken stealth.
Oh, what are we rolling?
He's rolling
survival.
survival. You guys are not rolling.
You don't
14.
need me. I have a +1.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
All right.
With a so it's all I do.
You smell everything in the ship.
Even
Okay.
You smell the truth of your wife.
Oh.
I'll kill you.
You. It seems like things are getting a little bit easier to move along. You quickly start to you guys don't really need to be as stealthy anymore. This area seems to be a little bit less hostile. There's less areas for animals to hide and the like. And like I said, there's more hills, more grass, and give me a round of perception checks. Let's see if any of you guys spot these things before.
18. I am doing amazing tonight.
That's an 18 too.
That's a 13.
Okay, all right.
Huh.
Oh.
Yuck.
All right.
That was a 1 for all y'all at home.
Fish is distracted by the change of scenery. This is not like an instant shift between, like you guys are moving forward, and as you're moving forward, this landscape has shifted. It kind of genuinely feels like you're on a different planet. The rest of you quite easily start to notice that one of those elk is nearby. Not like not nearby as any of the other animals have been, but enough for you guys to notice it and see it going off.
There's that elk that's gonna kill us.
You guys are still moving towards your destination. When you guys reach the point on the map that is cited as being where her house is, it is not immediately apparent where it is. There's a high likelihood that the map's not 100% accurate, and also it's probably just going to be difficult to spot.
Mhm.
But you're in roughly the correct area. Every now and again, you see more of these stags kind of darting around off in the woods. So yeah, you guys you're not traveling anymore, so you guys can kind of do any of your individual checks and stuff like that if you want to do any of that.
Yeah.
I
guess we should start searching.
Yeah, I'm gonna start searching. Out of curiosity, is it like a plain that we're in, or is it like a meadow that we're in? 'Cause I'm trying to figure.
It's like a large portion of spotted meadows and planed areas with a thin amount of trees in between them. And they're not like, there's no pattern necessarily to them. It just seems more like just the natural way that this
Yeah,
is.
okay.
Sometimes there's just like clearings and stuff like that.
All right. Well, my nose has been good so far.
I will say this. It is dark. It is very dark here. The normal lighting is not currently operational, and this deep into the woods, the backup lighting basically is close to non-existent.
Okay, well, I got a 24 in perception. So.
Okay.
I'm also gonna I'm gonna use my nose to try to sniff around and see if I can find anything that's.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something like something kind of like a house structure, like a wood or metal.
Okay, well, your nose isn't going to be able to tell you that.
That's not going to get you living things, really.
That's the
Alright,
only
then
things
I'm
that
gonna
have
search around for something
a
metallic,
strong
something that looks like a
opening.
door.
Okay, you're just going to look?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only got a 7 on my perception.
7.
Net 20.
20.
And I'm rolling perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking. 9.
9.
24.
24. Okay. All of you guys kind of split off in different directions. Was yours, Austin, was yours natural?
Yep.
Okay. Austin, no, Nade,
Yeah.
after, we'll say about half an hour of searching, you guys search a relatively wide area. You eventually do find some sort of fairly modern-ish looking building, as in that it's very squared off, and it's completely covered over with plant life that has grown on it. And not too far away from that is a small, little cottage, house, cabin that has a similar to the last place, a fenced-in pen-like type area that the gates on it are much larger, but the gate is completely open. You presume that this is the correct place. Before we move on from that, though, tech note. You searching a completely different area, start to notice a lack of animals. Like, obviously, you've been seeing the gazelle-like creatures around, but they're not super numerous. Like, maybe every 15 minutes you think you might see one way off in the distance.
Okay.
More or less. But things like birds, like creatures, squirrel-like creatures, and stuff like that, nothing. It's very quiet all of a sudden. And after a few minutes, you come across some sort of hard... it's like an egg, almost, on the ground. Okay, think if you were to take a sack and put something heavy in it, and the way that shape that it takes, something relatively of that sort of shape, that is a black, tarish-like material that has hardened over onto itself. It's kind of spread out a little bit onto the ground and onto the tree root that it's next to, and the size of this thing is a little bit larger than like a soccer ball, and it's just laying there. Your foot hits it.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, that's what you noticed.
Hey, Nate, I got an egg you can cook.
All of you guys are pretty far away from each other at the moment.
Yeah.
Not too terribly far. If you were to wander around a little bit, you'd probably run into them.
I was just going to use the radio. Or attempt to.
Okay. When you attempt to use the radio, it's similar to what happened beforehand. It's not a blast of static anymore. It's just as soon as you turn the radio on, it's just playing music. Which there goes any stealth you had.
Well, since stealth's gone anyway.
Okay.
Hey guys! I found it! I think! Over here! Radio's still busted!
Okay. All of you guys hear this.
I that way.
Turn and look and start walking over in that direction.
Okay.
I like just internally. Ace just sighs. Like, could he be any louder?
Always on the move.
Yes.
Yes. Could be louder.
And heads over that way.
I prepare my shotgun in case anything else hears that and comes to fight me.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you shoot bees.
Yeah.
Because I'm like all.
Oh, sorry! I thought you were a rat.
He is one.
Ah! God said you are one. You have no
God
rights.
said you are one. Yeah, I already knew that. Thanks, God.
It's not wrong. I am a rat.
Okay. So, you guys are at this place. There's two buildings. One seems to have like a fenced-in area. What you go into first? Well, also, I don't know if anybody wants to, say what they found.
Yeah.
As I look over towards...
Yeah. I'll mention the egg I found.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway.
That's so Nade. Anyway.
I look around. Do I see anything that could be
Sure, give me a perception check.
It's 10 total. I rolled a 5.
The forest is kind of wild and crazy. There could be things like this all over the place. Like I said, it's dark. There's nooks and crannies, shadows. A bit of a root of a tree could look like one. You got no idea. You're not 100% certain that you see any, and you're not 100% certain that you don't see any.
All right. I want to stealthily do anything we do now.
Okay. Well, there's two buildings.
I say we go into the lab-looking one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
A logical conclusion.
And you said we have to do things stealthy?
I'm going to do things stealthy.
I'm agreeing with Fish on this one.
Yes, I think
I
that's
didn't
for the
say
best.
anything to anyone. I'm just acting stealthier now.
I'm gonna be stealthy regardless of like anything.
I want to take the help action by being not stealthy.
So basically, you want to be as loud as possible.
I'm just gonna be normal me.
Okay.
Yeah, so loud as possible.
Yeah.
You can be normal you, but you guys are technically moving as a group here, and you'd have to be kind of far away for something to see you and then not see the people that are standing next to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stealth too. I'll have my axe ready but turned off.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, does anyone have, because it is dark, does anyone have like torches or anything that they bought, or
Flashlight.
I mean,
something like that?
I light my Solarian
mote.
Stellar Mote.
I turn on my axe.
All right.
Well, I mean that answered my question.
Okay, so you move up to the front door. It's overgrown. And who's going to try and open it?
I will.
Okay.
What is that? Just strength or like athletics?
No, it's just you walk up and grab the handle,
Oh.
and you try and open it, and it's locked.
Okay.
This has a handle, and you would draw it to the side. It's one of those doors that
I
slides
hate these
into.
doors.
Is there a window nearby?
I try the key.
Not on this floor. You'd have to go a little higher up. Which key are you talking about? The one that you got
The
from?
one we got. Yeah, just is it like a key card or is it like
No,
a
it's like a little.
physical-
It's like a little thumb drivey kind of.
Okay, is there a slot like that on this?
No.
Okay. never mind
The
then.
slot that's on this actually
Never mind
looks
then.
like a relatively archaic system. Like this looks like it might have like tumblers or something in it.
Okay.
I get up there and I'm like, all right, guys, let me hack the door. Oh.
There's
All
nothing
right.
to hack.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Open.
Open.
Okay, so you said the
Can
the
I
nearest
do
windows-
sleight of hand to
near-
try and open it, maybe?
Hold on. The nearest
It's like,
windows
oh, I'm
are
I can still hack it. You
not,
pull out
not
axe
within
and
the first floor
start-
of availability. They're higher up. They seem to be more just for light rather than looking outside.
Okay.
I have an idea.
You're not. No.
what?
If the rat wants to go into the window, then I can help him to
No.
the window.
I really thought about that. I'm like, no, that's suicidal.
Fastball special through the window.
I mean, I could try climbing up there. I mean,
there's some sort of vegetation you could potentially try and climb up there.
Wait, don't
but
you have a
probably
grappling
not.
hook?
no.
Who had a grappling hook?
Wilhelm
probably-
had a grappling
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In that
yeah.
campaign.
Confusing the games.
Look, I'm in like 7 different
I
D&D
know,
That's
games.
fair. Alright. You know,
I could just shoot a window out and we could go in it.
The windows are a bit too tall. Like they're a bit too high up for you guys to just get up in there.
that's why I have, like,
There's
If I
potential.
throw-
There's potential that you could have somebody stand on your shoulders and they could go up in there, but they'd also have to make a climb to get up.
That's fine.
Do we want to try to open the door though, in some way first, or do we want to just go for the windows?
I mean, I could stab the door. I don't know how to pick locks. Except with my way of picking locks.
To hack it?
Yeah. That's a good one.
You got a hacker and a hacker.
Hacker, yeah.
interesting.
Air quotes. Hacker.
I got it.
I mean, unless anyone has any other ideas.
I mean, I can try looking at the tumbler and seeing if I can finagle it, but
Pick it with your tail.
The engineering.
Oh. I have good engineering.
engineering is lockpicking?
Yeah.
Can I try?
Shit.
It's like
It's engineering is mechanical.
I guess that
and
makes
a lock
sense.
is a mechanical thing.
I guess.
True.
Yeah.
I get 2 of my special Nade brand lockpicks.
Which are
alcohol.
That doesn't make sense.
Nade, yes, does.
What do you
What do
have
mean doesn't make
lockpicks?
sense?
I don't have lockpicks.
Do you have anything that you could use as a lockpick?
Can I use my axe?
Can I use my axe?
the very tip of the axe.
Well, the axe is made out of like plasma or jets or something like that, so probably not. Do you have anything small that can fit within the lock? Like a
No, but fuck this. Can I just cut this lock?
Wait,
You could attack it, yeah.
wait. I still have the plastic knives. Would those break if we try to use them? Or are they actually kind of durable?
They are kind of durable. You were able to retrieve them from like molten chocolate, so
That is a pretty good sign.
and they're not like flimsy little plastic knives. They're like a carbon fiber-ishy kind of material, so they're pretty rigid.
That's prime real estate.
It really is.
You want to give me those?
I'll give you 2 of them because I think I have 4. So
Okay.
What is your engineering even at?
It's +6.
Okay. I have plus 10.
same.
Fuck you. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I roll a 20.
Rolls a 1.
That's infinity if it's sideways. 14.
14. you give it like 10 minutes or so of going at this thing, and if you had more time, you could probably get at it. But, I mean, it's up to you if you want to continue to try.
Alright, I'm going to try to climb up to one of the windows
Okay.
while this is going on.
Okay.
It's just like, can I try?
Well,
That's a 22.
22.
I can do this.
It's
I think it might be faster,
difficult
right?
to get
Just
purchased
meanwhile, you two are, like,
a lot of
having
material is
conversation.
not like super sturdy.
Mhm.
You're able to get a little less than half the way up than you need to, and you're at a position where you're relatively secure, so you need to make another roll to continue to
Okay.
try and move up.
23.
23. Okay. Understanding a little bit more about the material that you're climbing now, you continue to climb another third of the way up. You're relatively secure now. One more, and you should be out the window.
I lost what that was. 14.
14. When you get to almost the window, the plant life that's there is just not strong enough to support your weight, and you slide down. So I'm going to give you one chance to see if you can get hold of something. If not, you
23 again.
23. Okay. You're able to not completely fall off. Do you want to continue, or do you want to... Okay. Hold on.
I'll say.
Does anyone else want to try and do anything while that's going on?
These two are arguing to figure out who unlocks the door. I'm gonna go ahead and spot, just keep an eye out.
Swatch?
Well, I'm gonna be there in case she falls or needs help, essentially.
Because, I mean, I've got 4 arms. That's... Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll
Out of anyone, Fish is probably the most
Acrobatic.
equipped to actually
Yeah.
pull this off. It's less so. The body is willing, but the plant life is not.
Fair enough. All right, then what I'm gonna do at the very least is I'm gonna just keep an eye out, or in this case, my nose out for anything that might be nearby.
Okay.
Kind of like just be like a watch while these guys are.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
No, the fact that you're asking me to give you that one, that's bad. It's kind of scary.
At this point, me, it's like,
Hey,
fine, you do the knife thing.
23.
Okay.
Okay. So Techno tries to pick the lock. Ooh. That is a 13.
Okay. So you guys are coming up to spending about half an hour messing with this lock.
You can't do it either. I mean, I could do it.
Fish.
I just need time.
It's a natural 1.
Ooh. You've already spent the weight of this the rigidity of this material on one climb. It's not enough. You've got to drop off. So luckily you're not far down. You just can hop off.
That was a lot of checks for that short of a distance.
Yeah, but your first check wasn't exactly the best.
22?
Was that
I got a 22, a 23, then a 13 or 14.
Yeah, I thought you got less than that.
I got a 22, a 23, a 14, a 23, and then a 1 just then.
Okay. Well, whatever. I don't care.
When God says no.
You guys can still. There's other sides of the building. There's other areas you
I
can
go,
probably give it a shot.
All right, look, it's my way now. And I activate the axe. I go step aside.
I don't. No.
Give me attack and then damage. So it's a door, so it's not going to need too much to. Basically, just don't.
The
roll
door
around.
dodges.
I mean, if it took them a half an hour to get where they were,
They were messing with trying to get the lock.
I got a
yeah,
9.
I would have, finished my attempt at climbing.
Okay.
I'm going to walk around the building and see if there's another entrance or something.
Okay. It doesn't really look like there's any other entrances. There's a loading door, like a larger.
Okay.
For bringing materials in.
I checked. Does it seem to be locked?
It's not locked, but you can't.
So there's probably a button
Move
that
it up.
opens it from the inside.
Most likely.
9.
9? It's a door.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's probably got -5 to dex.
It's not exactly. It's not hard to hit. That also wasn't exactly your best strike, man.
Yeah. But that's 15 damage.
15.
You hit
damage.
that door good.
Yeah.
Okay. The lock probably breaks, but the door is also kind of busted up here. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's enough.
I just put my fingers in the hole that the
you-
the holes that the laser things make. I just like force it
Pry
open.
Okay.
I did it.
I see.
That's how I like
Door
it.
hacked.
It is
Door hacked.
it
Hacker
is
man.
Extremely dark.
I'm
inside.
in.
It is extremely dark inside.
I will send
I have
this
dark vision.
Your dark vision is immediately counteracted by the glowing ball of light.
Oh.
Okay, so the area, to quickly describe it, kind of looks like the lab area from Jurassic Park. There is obviously a lot of like genetic testings and stuff that went on here.
I pull out a sword. I keep one hand free. I pull out a gun with the other hand. And using the fourth one to control my moat.
There seems to be tanks holding different animals of different types in stasis. The general layout seems to be there's a series of steps that you immediately need to go up. Then off to the right seems to be on the far right of the room is a more traditional lab setup. There's a desk over there. There's, like I said, a bit more of a traditional setup. There are tanks lining all the way to the left side of the room. On the left side of the room, a little bit more of like a morgue-ish dissecting medical type area. And then on the behind the row of tanks, after another set of stairs that goes down, is a small area where it looks like things can be loaded in. There's a lot of room to move stuff around over there. There's different miscellaneous kind of machinery. Most of it seems off and like it hasn't been used in a while. In that portion, there's also a set of stairs that seems to go up to what you assume to be some sort of office type area, and then the windows that are above, which you imagine are mainly meant to have light go through.
The stasis pods where these creatures are.
They're not exactly. I don't know if I would call them stasis pods, but they're just some form of tanks that have different materials in them and different creatures of different kinds. In
Okay, I'm just more looking like are they off or is it just like specimen jars? Kind of
It
deal?
looks like everything in here is off. Most likely, anything in these tanks has probably been pickled.
All right. So I'm gonna say, first, shut the door. 2, everyone stay close together. 3, don't touch anything. And 4, 2 people look and watch out for anything that might jump out at us, and 2 of us actually search.
Okay, I could get ready to beat shit up. That's what I do normally.
I'll go close the door.
Do you know where you were a scientist? Where would you keep the key card?
I motion for them to follow me, and I walk over to the traditional lab. So
Okay.
where if there's any desk or papers and stuff to look for.
Yeah, there's computers. There seems to be some sort of papers. It doesn't require any sort of inspection, but the area looks like it's been gone over. Stuff's not kept neatly. Things are kind of thrown around. There's stuff on the floor. There's a good layer of dust on everything. Give me a quick search check of going through the papers.
Yeah, I'm basically just going to be at Fish's side with a
That's
Ready.
a 20 total.
Doshko ready.
Okay. Most of the documents seem to be talking about different species from different planets. They've listing their origins, where they've been picked up, notable things about them, and everything more or less seems to center around the lifespan of the creatures. Almost all of the creatures that seem to be listed are long-lived creatures.
Okay.
There's no... Kind of oddly, there's no personal information whatsoever. Anything that seems to imply exactly what was going on or anything about Isabel is not there. Not like it's been crossed out or anything like that. It's just most of it's not there.
Like anything was that had that stuff has been taken.
Has been taken. Yeah, there's no sign of the same sort of key card thing that you have.
Okay, I guess I want to start.
There is also stairs that lead up to a second floor.
Okay, we should do a sweep of this room to make sure that there's nothing alive in here that might get us, and then move upstairs.
Okay, if you guys want to do that, perception checks.
Okay, I know I said I closed the door, but was I able to close the door?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure.
14.
25.
14. Oh no, sorry, no. 16.
19.
Okay. It seems like most of the animals that are in here are dead, but not from just being left here. It seems like that other side of the room where operations get done and stuff like that, a lot of these things probably died from that. As you go around, there seems to be more study and facilities that were either left in the process of studying or working on different things. It seems like when she got a hold of these animals, would most likely find some way of breeding and reproducing them, and then also taking them, at least one of them, and more or less dissecting them. Trying to, you presume, get at whatever makes these things so long-lived. Different organs and such have been preserved. Different tests have been done on them to see if they can be reactivated and stuff like that. Very, very Dr. Frankenstein type stuff.
It's alive!
Please no.
There's...
In character, was that?
Yeah.
That was Ace.
Ace, yeah.
says the android.
There seems to be a certain amount of magical study as well, like how magic affects these creatures. There's... this is just more of an anecdotal thing, but generally, the way in which a creature or an animal would use magic is different than the way any sort of humanoid-type creature would. There seems to be something about the physical shape and makeup of a humanoid thing that the energy that is referred to as magic can be channeled through that type of physical makeup. So some animals are magical in nature per se, and can do things seemingly like magic. But yeah, apart from that, nothing's alive in here. Everything looks, again, like it's been gone over. Same as before. Anything that would clue you in as to like what the purpose of this place was, any personal information about her, all seems to be gone. But the more obvious stuff is left there, and seems to have been left there without any care.
Yeah. All right. I guess we need to go upstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you like? Do you know that there's some weird, fucked up experiments in here?
She seemed to be researching some sort of like longevity thing, maybe genetic long life, something like that.
So like turtles?
I guess.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just literally quoting off of it with my intelligence of
yeah.
9. Like, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm LARPing as a scientist.
mhm.
Oh boy.
So the stairs seem to only have enough room for one person at a time. So who's taking lead here?
If I'm supposed to be watching out for you, I'll go first.
All right.
Okay, can I ask the state of these stairs real quick?
The state of them? Metal, old. They look like, from a glance, they look like someone carrying, like if all 4 of you with all of your gear were on these stairs, probably wouldn't be the most stable thing in the world, but having more of an engineer's mind, you do know that there's things like this on every ship and stuff like that, where just looking at it, you'd be like, no, it looks a little unstable.
Mm-hmm.
But they're fine.
Okay, I just wanted to see if they're like...
Gonna,
Yeah,
I got it.
considering that someone here is wearing like
Uh,
top of
his,
the line armor for his level.
freaking Space Marine from
Yes.
40K.
No, this is thin place.
Yes. You're not that yet.
Not that yet. I am going at 5th level. I will take the powered armor specialization.
Alright.
Right. I go up
So
there.
you're going first.
Yeah, with my tactical dashko ready to cut down anything that tries to pounce on me like a fucking velociraptor.
Alright. Are you just going up there, or is anybody on your back?
Fish, you want to come?
Hmm.
You want to come on my back?
No.
Okay.
So you're going up there alone?
Yeah.
Alright. You take your first couple steps, and you can hear the metal creak. The loudness of the creak immediately brings to attention just how quiet the room is. As you continue to move up the stairs, they go up a decent ways. Nothing's jumping out at you. When you reach the top of the stairs, there's a wall to your right, and seems to go into some sort of room. You're basically taking a blind turn here. You have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, when you turn the corner, the entirety of the room is visible to you.
Yeah.
Nothing jumps out at you. But one of the first things that you notice is one of these gazelle type creatures is has been operated on what is not one of these
Gurneys.
yeah, gurneys. It's some office tables have been pushed together to make a space to put this thing onto, and it has been opened up. It also looks old, so it's decaying. It seems to be the only one there. and the rest of the room has more generic science equipment. This is mostly where a lot of the computing and types of non-hands-on research seems to be done. But apart from that, nothing spooky.
And there's like a deer corpse up here in an office area.
Oh.
Does anyone know how to understand bodies and stuff like that? Like having the medicine skill?
I can take a crack at it.
I have 4 in
I have
medicine.
4 in medicine. I want to know if I notice anything medicine about it. 15.
I have
No.
I have 6 in medicine.
I have.
Okay.
That's-
Are you up there?
No, he's the only one that's
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it. 16. Tell me medicine stuff, Magic Man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I like your medical advice, Magic Man.
Okay. Well, as you walk over and take a look at this thing,
We can cure COVID.
it looks like nothing's been taken from the creature. It looks like all of what you presume to be its organs, because when this thing is decomposing, its organs seem to have been splayed out onto the table, and like almost as if somebody was just opened it up, grabbed all of the guts, and laid them out on the table so they could see them. There's the tools are nearby. They weren't taken or anything like that. And nothing is... There's nothing too crazy about the scenario or the state of the body. The one thing that you do notice is, unlike all of the other ones that you have seen, this one has some sort of jewelry on it. There is a type of silver collar with a few bits of like it's an ornate type collar, and it has a few bits of technology on it and some sort of like blue stone, and there's also something sort of like dress type thing attached to the horns, sort of like necklace type chains that would go from one horn to the other.
They are sentient.
So in a similar type of material. This thing looks like it's been like dressed up.
We're good up here. This one looked fancy.
I'll go up there.
Okay.
And then after she goes, after
You see the same thing, although now in color.
I follow Fish up.
Okay.
So, yeah. I found this thing. Kind of looked fucking weird to me. It's got like a fancy collar and chains on its horns and stuff.
Yeah. To give you an
That's
idea,
kinky.
these things basically look like deer-sized giraffes.
Okay.
A very long neck. They have 6 legs.
Interesting.
All right, then.
So there's a pair of central legs as well.
There's spiders.
4 completely black eyes, and 4 horns that come off the top of their head. There's little tufts of hair that go down the back of its neck, and they are stark white with across their back speckled every now and again little bits of brown. You, Fish, know that there's there was a statue of this in her room, and you also have a book
Okay.
seemingly about them and the planet they come from. But again, similar to as the rest of the place has been, any records kept are seemingly stating the obvious. There is a name for a lot of the different creatures that are there, and these ones are referred to as Arquind Gazelle. And they're just listed as one of the creatures that are in a long list of others. But yeah, it's got a weird type of collar on it. It's got weird types of jewelry hanging off its horns. Nothing else really other than that.
All right. So no key card anywhere. Nothing
No
like that.
key card.
All right.
Cottage time.
Guess we have to go to the other building.
Okay. You guys leave, and
I want to carefully, slowly open the door and look around to see if there's anything out there.
when you do open the door, you notice that there's a temperature change. It's much cooler outside.
Okay.
You don't 100% know if it's just cooler because the room you were in was warm and the tension has made your body warmer, or if it is actually dropped in temperature outside. But it is still very dark. Really, it'd be like being in the middle of the woods at night in the middle of nowhere. The only light really coming out is the light from your stellar mode, which, being that it's solar, has like a warm hue to it, which actually is a lot of it's very comforting for all of you. Because if it was just like a stark, cold, white light, it'd probably be even that much more alien and creepy. But yeah, the cottage is just a little ways away.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
The cottage does not look nearly as difficult to get into. It looks as cabiny, house-like as ever. And there is there's essentially two entrances that you can go through. You can go through the gate, or you can go through the front door.
I want to just go up to the front door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When you guys go through the front door, what seems to be pretty apparent is that this is obviously where Isabel spent most of her time, was here. There are knickknacks, very similar actually to Francis's room, where there's just like the history of this person is kind of laid out.
Yeah.
Give me some investigation checks, perceptions.
You want me to
see what you guys find?
You want me to stay guard, or you want me to look around?
Natural 20 for a
Nice.
25.
Well, that's nice because I have a 9.
I got a 10.
You want me to stay guard or look around?
You can guard.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be by the door with my axe looking intimidating.
You start to systematically go through everything in the building. One of the first things that comes across to you is the fact that there are several pictures of her, which she's a human woman, with two of these gazelle. There seems to be one male, one female, you assume, at least judging by the size difference between the two of them. They both have those collar things on them. The female one, what you presume to be the female, the smaller of the two, is very apparently the one that was dissected or cut open on the in the lab. But there's another one with a more ornate headdress to them. This one also has got little bits of gold in it, as you can see. But there are several pictures taken on the ship in the garden of her with these things.
Does she seem to be trying to control them in any way, or standing with them more like you would stand with colleagues?
She's standing with them like how people stand with pet horses.
Okay.
She doesn't look like she's trying to necessarily like wrangle them or anything like that, but it's like the animals are just doing their thing, and she's standing there, you know, with a hand on them and stuff. One thing that you will notice is that the more ornate headdress on the male has a hanging piece between all four of the horns. There is something that is hanging there that looks to be like a similar blue stone. And because you got a natural 20, from the picture, you can see that is where the key card, the little key is in on this thing. But there's still the rest of the house to go through.
Yeah.
Man, this is like a fucking Resident Evil puzzle. Like, find the deer and get the key out of the deer to get into
the one up in the room wasn't this one, right?
It was not that one. That was the female.
Okay.
Again, like you're not 100% certain because it's not too easy to tell with these creatures, but I'm just assigning female being a smaller one, male being a slightly larger one, more muscular kind of overall. And it seems like she probably assigned a similar role to the two of them. I've just forgotten something, but I've forgotten the name of something, but
okay,
never mind. The going through the rest of the stuff in the building, there's a lot of it you can kind of surmise that you've already known. A very accomplished scientist. There's she seems to be very obsessive over particular things.
Yeah.
She was contacted by Francis Wilson to come aboard the project after he introduced her to whatever this engine was that he built. She has made incredible headway into life-prolonging sciences.
Yeah.
In combination with the book that you have, after spending a little bit of time, checking back and forth with different things, she had the area immediately around her facilities softly terraformed to resemble a specific planet.
Yeah.
This planet being the homeworld of these gazelle.
Yeah.
The book describes the fact that when these gazelle are on their homeworld, there is some sort of magical connection they have with their homeworld. When they're on their homeworld, they no longer age.
And
And
so she was trying to replicate that effect here.
Yeah. Judging by the pictures, it seems like she succeeded.
Okay.
In replicating the fact that these creatures are staying alive. And the fact that you can see that there are more of them running around.
Yeah.
There were 4 brought aboard. 2 she kept, and because she idolized the creatures so much, she kept those 2. And then 2 were set to go out and just be part of the nature aspect of the garden.
Okay.
This place doesn't look necessarily as ransacked or gone through as the other place, so you are able to find a little bit about the different research that she did on different creatures. One creature that she the last creature that she's has registered that she worked on is a creature called a Akata. And she apparently either didn't have too much time or didn't really spend a whole lot from researching these things, but they're labeled as being dangerous. And what is unique about these things is the fact that they can, over a period of time of not eating or anything like that, they can cocoon themselves and essentially go into stasis.
Yo.
Techno, you found like an egg or a cocoon thing, right?
That is correct.
Huh.
Yeah.
We should avoid those.
Indeed, a logical conclusion.
What's that? What are we avoiding?
If you see, like, are there any images?
No, there's no image, and you're not 100% certain. Based off the description that was given, one of them was attempted to be dissected, but it proved to be kind of too much of a hassle to try and dissect while it was awake. So she essentially just kind of was going to wait for them to be cocooned and then try and dissect it in its cocoon state. But this was the last thing that she worked on, so she either never got around to it or something came up that kind of took her attention away from it.
Okay.
I also know another thing that I won't reveal because they're very dangerous.
But they're described. They're more or less dog-shaped. They're a little bit bulkier than most dogs.
They're like hentai dogs.
Yeah. They have a mouth that's well. Yeah. They got
They got a mouth.
yeah. I want to say I can't for some reason the anglerfish. They got like an anglerfish mouth.
Okay.
They have
Well-
kind of like tentacle mane.
Yeah, like a lion's mane of tentacles, glowy eyes. Like tiger dog type, not tiger, lion dog type thing.
They're logs.
Logs, logs.
Logs.
I will say this, Techno, you do believe that the one that you saw was much smaller than what's described.
Log the log into the log book.
That was so quiet.
A fun little
Alright.
Easter egg.
So, I'm talking about everything I find as I find it out.
Okay.
So, I think whatever you found might have been one of those.
You may be right.
I'll just cut them in half if they come after us.
Well, you do know that. So now you know where the key is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's out there somewhere in the woods with these things.
Oh, cool.
Did she not have a way to track this thing down?
Well,
Maybe.
the necklaces, or the collars, sorry, not necklaces, might have something
They're
on
like
it.
an in between of necklace and collar.
Yeah.
They're a bit too fancy to just be a collar.
So, maybe there's some sort of way we can tap into the signal. Like, if they've got a signal to give off, they're probably trackers. That'd be my guess.
So we probably need to go
You're a
back.
scientist. Can you figure out how to, get to them?
Not that kind of scientist.
What kind of scientist? Isn't there just the scientist?
Well,
I mean, there's different areas of science.
Yeah, I guess.
Fish, this is a message from God. You could just say, I don't remember.
yeah, I don't remember.
Damn.
Okay.
Probably do need to go back and take a look at that thing's necklace then.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We go back, the thing is up.
But here's the thing. At least, and also it might be safer to be in there considering the doors there are a little bit more bulkier. So if these things are, around.
Going to
There is a
besiege us.
computer, right?
We did
yeah,
rip one of the
there's
doors open.
Different computers.
I assume they're like all
they're
locked.
like they're personal stuff. Like they're locked, but not like super heavy security. If you wanted to, you could probably get into it.
If I got in, would there be a way for me to maybe like try and find the signal?
Technoman, with your techno magic.
Maybe you'd have to get in and take a look.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Well, we have
Back
we have
to the
walk
other
back there
building.
first.
Yeah.
Well, Techno's at a computer at the moment.
Oh. I thought there were only computers in the other.
What is my hacking? Where is it?
It's like personal area here, so there's computers.
Is it just computers? 9.
So.
21.
Hey, Fish, did you find anything that pertained to our engineer friend that seemed to went missing, or nah?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Okay. I do have something to say about that, but
yeah.
It's easy enough to hack into.
I'm in.
You're in.
Okay.
There looks to be. So she more or less kept track of how these things were doing pretty like extensively. There's a name for each of them, but I've forgotten what the names were. That was the thing that I forgot earlier. I will have their name in a minute. But as far as the signal goes for tracking these things down, it was probably there, but it's kind of getting interfered with at the moment. It seems like a lot of the electronics are kind of going a bit wacky at the moment.
I attempted to track down the caller, but it seems there's interference, like what is happening with our radios.
Interesting. Out of curiosity, like, did she keep details on the creatures?
Yeah, on the well-being of the creatures and stuff like that, the diets they had, daily updates to what they were like.
Would there be any information that would be like, I don't know, would show location on the, like, would like the information that's taken would show any location, like where it ate at this location.
So it seemed like these two were kept more or less on the immediate property.
Okay.
That fenced-in area seems to be where these ones were kept. The actual land around the area has been terraformed in a way that is supposed to mimic their homeworld.
Okay.
And there's something about it. This most likely wouldn't work, but for some reason here it is. And these things have been kept alive.
No, okay. I was just trying to see if I could find if there's like a place where it eat.
A common place where it goes. So you imagine that the attacks that had been happening that you guys have seen evidence of, most likely she probably let them loose into the garden for their own good.
Okay.
Or at the very least open the gate. So yeah, there's no specific area where it might have gone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it seems like that's all you're gonna get more or less out of this cabin.
Okay.
And as you all leave to head back to take a look at the other body, knowing the creatures that are out there, the oppressive darkness seems just that much more unsettling. And we're going to end this episode there.
Dun dun dun!
Will our heroes be eaten by hentai tentacle dogs? Find out on the next episode of
Action
Action Economy.
Eternity.
There you go.